All right, you guys, we are on chapter 6 of Who is Michael Jordan. So, this is called Three-Peat. After the 88-89 season ended, Michael and Juanita went on a trip to California. They had a side trip to Las Vegas where they got married. The Bulls had a new coach where Michael returned to training camp for the beginning of the 89-90 season. Phil Jackson had been an assistant coach for the Bulls. He had played in the NBA in the 70s. And he was known for being a deep thinker who liked to try different things. Jackson thought of himself as a defensive coach. His assistant, Tex Winter, took over coaching the offense. Coach Winter taught the Bulls his triangle offensive system. It involved sharing the ball and moving around the court in a specific way. So here's a picture of their triangle offense that they started implementing. Michael was unsure. He thought he was the only one who could make the big shots. Jackson told him he would need to learn to trust his teammates, but that was difficult for Michael. The Bulls made it to the Eastern Conference Finals once again, only to lose the series. After the game, Michael cried. He had no idea what it would take to win the championship. Eventually, Coach Winter's system began to work. Michael found ways to use it to his advantage. The other players understood it now, too. The team's strong defense also helped, and Scottie Pippen, a talented player who came to the Bulls in '87, was now a star himself. He made the Bulls a better team. In 1991, the Chicago Bulls went back to the Eastern Conference Finals to play the Detroit Pistons for the third year in a row. This time, the Bulls swept them in 4 games. Oh, that's Scottie Pippen. Number 33, Scottie Pippen. They faced the Los Angeles Lakers and their star, Magic Johnson. The Bulls shocked everyone by winning the series in just 5 games. They were finally NBA champions. It had taken 7 years for Michael and his team to win the championship. He cried as he held the trophy. In August 1991, Michael starred in a Gatorade commercial. It featured a song with the words, "Like Mike, if I could be like Mike." Every kid wanted to be like Mike. Michael Jordan had become a huge star, both on and off the court. The Bulls went to the NBA Finals again in 1992. They played the Portland Trail Blazers. In Game 1, Michael scored 35 points in the first half and made 6 three-point shots. Both were records. The Bulls won the series in 6 games. Soon after the NBA Finals in June, Michael began to prepare for the Summer Olympics in Barcelona, Spain. The Olympic rules had changed, and for the first time, the U.S. teams included mostly NBA players. The All-Star U.S. basketball team was nicknamed the Dream Team. Crowds went crazy wherever they went. Players on other countries' teams asked for autographs and pictures before each game. So they're playing in the Olympics, these other countries, and they're asking their opponents for autographs, the Dream Team, before each game. It's like Charles Barkley and Magic Johnson, them. So I'm going to read right now the insert that's about the Dream Team. So it's all the players that are on the Dream Team. So the 1992 U.S. Olympic basketball team featured some of the most impressive players in the sport. They were Charles Barkley, Larry Bird, Clyde Drexler, Patrick Ewing, Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, Christian Laettner, Karl Malone, Chris Mullin, Scottie Pippen, David Robinson, John Stockton, and coach Chuck Daly. And Chuck Daly was the coach of the Pistons when Michael lost to them 3 years in a row in the Eastern Conference Finals. So now he's playing for them on the Dream Team, which I think is interesting. But moving on. So the United States easily won most of the games. The toughest games they played were against each other in practice. The Dream Team won the gold medal, as everyone expected. In 92-93 season was tough, but the Bulls made the finals again. They faced the Phoenix Suns and won their 3rd championship. In 6 difficult games, people called the 3 championships a three-peat. Michael was exhausted. Although he was just 30 years old, he had made comments throughout the season about retiring soon. No one believed him, though. And here's a picture of the Dream Team winning the gold medal. Awesome. All right, so that is the end of chapter 6. We will read chapter 7 tomorrow.